Interstate 65 bridge is taking longer than expected. INDOT closed the road in April where it crosses beneath I-65. Crews are building the substructure for a new 3-lane bridge. It's part of a $99 million project to widen the interstate to 3 lanes from the Wabash River to nearly 3 miles north of State Road 43. Megan DeLucine with INDOT says Prophets Rock is now expected to reopen by October.
As with any project, we want to get it done on time, right? We want to get it done on schedule. We want to get it done safely, but we also want to get it done right.
Well, phase 2 of that widening project will close the on and off ramps on I-65 in September. INDOT is redesigning the interchange to add a stoplight and an effort to improve traffic flow. Purdue University's Boiler Gold Rush continues today. New students learning more about campus, guided by peer team leaders. News 18's Perry Apostolakos spoke with some boilers about how those festivities are going.
As you can see behind me, Memorial Mall is full of students taking part in Boiler Gold Rush today. Today is day 2, and the theme is safety. Almost 90% of the Purdue freshman class has participated in this optional orientation event this year. That's about 8,200 students. Freshman Kayla Kumar is taking part in BGR. She says she feels safe on campus.
College kind of a time where you question safety, but Purdue does a good job about keeping us safe and making sure we're informed. Being in a community with different groups of kids and knowing that you all care about safety the same way makes you feel more like a community.
Tune in to News 18 at 6 to hear from a Boiler Gold Rush team leader about why she decided to volunteer her time. Boiler Gold Rush lasts until Saturday. Reporting in West Lafayette on the Purdue University campus, I'm Perry Apostolakos, News 18.
A beautiful August day today with some warmer weather on the horizon. Storm Team 18 Chief Meteorologist Chad Evans joins us now with a look ahead. Chad?
Yeah, so for highs 80 to 86, Jeff, very similar to what we had yesterday. We've hit 84 at the Purdue Airport, Fowler, Kentland, Morocco, all at 84 today so far. We hit 86 at Covington and 82 at Flora, and still running near 80 to the low 80s area-wide. Jim Link there at Kentland hit 84 after that heavy morning dew and the northeast breeze this morning. And on the Arnold farm out on the Weehaw Plains, they hit 86 after 57 for the low. And they've still only had about 3.5 inches of rain since June 1st. So some of you have gotten the rain over the past few months, others not so much. A lot of very low pond and lake levels, especially right in the heart of the viewing area and southwestward. And the air is dry, so we're losing what water we've gained. But that's low humidity. It means it's comfortable outside with just a few of these fair weather cumulus bubbling up and coming in from the northeast. And with this big low in the northeast, big trough here with the cooler weather over New England, it's kind of keeping the heat held at bay. All the heat is west of our area with the big ridge. I mean, even yesterday it was 95 at Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, so even up in Western Canada, it's very hot. For this evening, we look okay. Skies are becoming mostly clear to clear, light north-northeast wind, and a temperature down to 70 degrees by 10 o'clock. It's going to get more humid, going to get muggy, and we've got some storms ahead, too, to add to the rainfall. We'll talk more next.
All right, Chad, thank you. Well, for now, it is a good evening to do a little outdoor shopping. The West Lafayette Farmers Market is taking place right now. News 18's Marcus Truccios live to tell us how vendors are dealing with inflation. Marcus?
Yeah, Jeff, so I'm here at the West Lafayette Farmers Market, and there's no doubt about it, everyone is feeling the effects of inflation for a while now, and the vendors here at the Farmers Market are no exception when it comes to rising costs. I'm here with Suzanne Cox with Wildcat Valley Farms just to talk a little bit about it. And Suzanne, have things gotten better or worse in the past couple of months as far as costs?
Well, we're not really seeing any reprieve yet. Gasoline costs are down, diesel fuel costs are down, so that's going to help a little bit in the future, but right now we're just not seeing the reprieve that we really need.
Yeah, so how is that affecting operations?
Everything just costs more, and so then that cost goes on to the consumer, or we eat some of the cost.
Yeah, and how has your whole business changed in the past 2 years since kind of this before this started?
Just a lot of thought and brain power into our pricing and what people can afford versus what we are producing and how much it costs. And so there's a lot of just trying to figure out that middle ground of how much can we lose and how much can we ask for somebody else to pay more, because our product is costing more to raise. We also row crop farm, and everything that goes into that is the prices are just through the roof on everything. And so it's hard.
Yeah, I can definitely see. Well, it is a beautiful night for the farmers market, so come on down if you have some free time. But reporting live in West Lafayette, Marcus Truccio, News 18.
All right, Marcus, thank you. The Trump-backed candidate Harriet Hageman has defeated Congresswoman Liz Cheney in the GOP primary for U.S. House in Wyoming. Cheney has been a vocal critic of former President Donald Trump and insisted that after her loss, she'll continue focusing on keeping Trump out of the White House. Bradley Blackburn reports from New York.
This primary election is over, but now the real work begins.
With her mother and father, Dick Cheney, steps away, a defiant Congresswoman Liz Cheney conceded her primary bid for re-election in Wyoming to Harriet Hageman.
No office in this land is more important than the principles that we are all sworn to protect.
The three-term incumbent was defeated by Hageman, an attorney who embraced former President Trump's support, as well as his baseless claims that the 2020 election was stolen.
Wyoming has spoken on behalf of everyone who is concerned that the game is becoming more and more rigged against them.
Cheney faced an uphill battle for re-election after her vote to impeach former President Trump in the wake of the Capitol Hill riot. She later became vice chair of the January 6th committee.
We must be very clear-eyed about the threat we face and about what is required to defeat it. I have said since January 6th that I will do whatever it takes to ensure Donald Trump is never again anywhere near the Oval Office, and I mean it.
The former president took to social media to celebrate Cheney's defeat, writing in part, "Now she can finally disappear into the depths of political oblivion, where I am sure she will be much happier than she is right now."
I'm a Trump fan, and I think she just sort of turned her back on him.
Of the 10 Republicans who voted to impeach Trump and faced a primary challenge, only 2 have prevailed and will go on to the general election in November. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Well, improvements are almost complete at the West Lafayette Public Library and nearby Chauncey Avenue in West Lafayette. The library is adding new areas for children, teens, local history, and archives. Renovations to Chauncey on the east side of the library will allow the city to convert that block into a pedestrian plaza for community events. Those include Global Fest, which is planned for September 17th. Library Director Nick Schenkel says the project better connects the library to West Lafayette City Hall.
Having this as an even easier way of getting from one place to the other place, I think, is going to be a real boon for both facilities.
Work on Chauncey is expected to be complete in time for the library's grand opening at 1 p.m. on August 27th. The plaza will be closed to traffic at that time. Well, happening in 10 days, the 2022 Weebusche Music Festival. This year's festival taking place at the Columbian Park Amphitheater. It'll happen on Saturday, August 27th, beginning at 5 p.m. The event's free and everyone's welcome to attend. This year's festival features a variety of musicians. Scott Freeman with the festival dropped by our studios today to tell us why this year's event is like no other.
Yeah, the events that we have are all drivers for raising money for music education. That's a big part of who we are, just preserving the virtues and values of traditional music through music education. And we've given a lot of money away already to schools and to organizations, and we're excited to continue that.
And to check out all the acts at the Weebusche Music Festival this year, head to our website, WLFI.com. Coming up just ahead, our Camp Frenzy tours down to its last stop. We check out the McCutcheon Mavericks, hoping to make a run at the state title this year. And later in the newscast, gas prices, they're going back up. Across Greater Lafayette, we have your gas price tracker to help you save a couple bucks still ahead.
which is on right now.
Okay. Thanks, Jeff. And now, okay.
Camp Frenzy on News 18, sponsored by Sylvan Learning and Yoder High Tech Heating and Cooling.
Our summer Camp Frenzy has come to an end. Our last stop today, we head down south to the land of the Mavericks, McCutcheon High School. Sports 18's Kelly Hallinan has our preview tonight. Kelly?
Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, now that we've reached the final school on our Camp Frenzy tour, it means two things. First, the next high school football footage you will see will be from game day. And second, it means that it's time to talk about the Mavericks. For McCutcheon, it's all about change. A new head coach, new assistants, and new mindset. After going 1-8 last year, first-year head coach Josh Strasser is excited at how his players have embraced the change. He says the guys are really pushing each other, and the new coaches and players have been developing tremendous relationships. In order to find success with these new changes, Strasser has been emphasizing small victories. The goal is to get momentum early on and carry that through the season and Friday nights. Coach Strasser is excited about this team and these changes.
I'm really excited about the way that our team has embraced some of the changes that we've put in. I'm really proud of their effort. We've got a lot of competition going on right now. The guys are really pushing each other, which is exciting to see the first few days of camp. We don't talk about last year, we just talk about how we're getting better each day. And I think that helps our kids be able to, not even worry about that, because last year doesn't matter anymore. It's about what we do each day and how we get better.
The Mavericks open their season at Guerin Catholic this Friday night. That's all for Camp Frenzy. Kelly Hallinan, Sports 18.
And now, your Storm Team 18 forecast. Weather from where you live.
Well, a nice starry, comfortable night ahead, though late tonight, mainly after 3-4 o'clock in the morning, watch for patchy fog area-wide, and it appears it could be thickest and most widespread in our northwestern counties like Northwest Benton, Newton, and Jasper counties. So be aware taking the kids to school in the morning. Very light wind from the north-northeast and a low down to 58, though lows area-wide varying from 55 to about 61. Mid to upper 50s Monticello, down to Lafayette, 60 Attica, 58 Fowler, and mid-50s at Logansport. We begin to heat up tomorrow, though, 82 to 87. The humidity still held in check. Any fog in the morning burns off. And then mostly sunny skies, but not a lot of wind tomorrow. Pretty light wind from a northeast, eventually northwest direction. Greater Lafayette 85, Delphi, Florida 85. Will be about 85 at Chalmers. Over to Fowler, but 87 down towards Covington. Friday, even warmer still. Sunshine, some clouds, light south-southeast wind becoming due south, and it will get a little bit more humid. 61 in the morning, a high of 87, but it'll feel like about 89 in the afternoon as the dew points climb into the 60s. I think 84 to 90 is going to do it area-wide. You can see the hotter weather in our southwest with the 89 at Attica, the 88 at Fowler and Boswell, but 86 at Flora and 85 degrees at Monticello. Here's some of that fog around. Again, it's patchy area-wide, but could be thicker and pretty dense up here, especially in parts of our northwest counties. And then up here towards Fort Wayne, that burns off. Just a few clouds tomorrow, a few clouds Friday. Saturday, mix of clouds and sun, perhaps a couple isolated thunder showers in the afternoon with winds out of the south. It will be a muggy day. Some scattered storms pass through Saturday night, early Sunday morning, then a lull, and then Sunday afternoon looks like a couple spokes as the low will be right here moving this way. A couple of spokes of thunderstorms will pivot in from the northwest. I can't completely rule out an isolated severe storm or two. Those fade away Sunday night, and then Monday, just a couple scattered thunder showers bubbling up in the heating of the afternoon. Normal high is the low 80s. 87 on Saturday after the 87 Friday. Again, pretty muggy. 85 and muggy on Sunday. 82 Monday, and then we dry out, but it stays pretty warm. 85 on Tuesday and back up to 87 on Wednesday.